That's funny because my highest month is actually it was actually last month of November. I hit 18 like 18.5. Now, yeah, that was my highest month, and that's why I had to contact you just to be like, hey, look, man, that stuff you taught me is paying off. I'm still doing it. I know.
We are back with one of the greatest students of all time. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Shakeem. I go about Julius most of the time. Well, I joined this group like two years ago. Got the course, took action, and yeah, we still going strong today, doing drop servicing and making a killing.
All praise to the Most High. So,
Yes,
what niche did you initially start with?
Yeah, so I started with party bus rentals, and I was doing that. That was pretty good. And then I noticed in my area there was a lot of demand for moving companies. So I went on and kind of moved towards moving, and that industry has been pretty good. We actually we opened up like we're in Atlanta, Houston, Tennessee, and yeah, the leads are coming in daily. We're doing a lot of moves, and we're looking to expand into the cleaning industry as well.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Do y'all see how he's killing it, man? Like, yo, this is so exciting for me. Like, when I hear you guys' success, it's more exciting than whenever I do something that I thought I couldn't do. Because you hear a lot of people, talk about their success and stuff like that, but you don't know for sure if you actually have a system until you can give the system to somebody that never met you before, that didn't come up with you or anything like that. So when I see you guys succeed, it's super freaking exciting, and it makes me extremely proud because it's very sad. Everybody doesn't succeed. Yeah. So it's very sad when I'll see someone say, hey, I don't think this works. But then I can go to someone like Shakeem or someone like Bruno or Samantha, and it worked for them. So it just shows, like, guys, y'all just gotta do it, man. You just gotta do it. Yeah.
It's definitely the level of taking action because it, like, when you first start, you sometimes have those thoughts like, is this going to work? But if you just take action, do exactly what you said in those videos and throughout the course, it's going to work. It's going to work. So trust the process.
So I don't know if you guys remember, but this is not the first interview I'm doing with Shakeem. I knew he was going to be somebody. You hear me? Like, the first one, we did an interview when you got a lead. You didn't even close it yet. Like, you got I think it was a lead for like 2,800 or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, let's talk about it. And we got on the call, and I could hear in your voice that this dude ain't a dude that gives up. This ain't a dude that just starts something and don't see it through. Like, he already had that. And that's why now I don't really like talk too much about courses and stuff, because I see what's going on. Like, a lot of people that are successful with what I give them were already on a successful path or already doing something. They've already seen that is real.
Yep.
Already seen that something entrepreneur wise is real. So when a person comes to us, sees the business model and it's cool, but they still have a 9-to-5 job, they've never seen that is real yet with their own eyes. So they first have to be programmed that is real, and then they have to gain faith that they can do it. I think you already had some type of business going when I met you, right?
Yep, for sure.
Tell us about that.
So yeah, when we first met, I was doing government contracting. So I was looking at what the government needed and pretty much outsourcing the person to actually do the work in their facilities. So when it came to this, I was like, oh yeah, this is it's like way more options. It's millions of consumers everywhere, every city, every state. So I was able to cast my net a little bit wider with this.
So it was basically still the same business model. You was drop servicing. You were drop servicing for the government.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, see, so that's why it's so perfect for you, because you were already familiar with the patterns of the business model. It might have a different name or whatever, but the patterns were pretty much the same. You're just switching out the product or switching out the service. Okay, so how long did you do the party bus before you decided to switch to the moving niche?
I did the party bus, I want to say, for about 5 or 6 months. And I think I noticed a slight decline after the wedding season. And things kind of slowed down. I was like, all right, well, in your playbook, bro, you give like hundreds of options of different industries to drop service in. So it was nothing for me to just, all right, it's just slowing down. Let me pick a new industry and kind of hop into it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I tell a lot of people, like, our flagship niche for this is party bus. That's what we talk about a lot, and that's where I got majority of my testimonials from. But that's not the only niche, guys. You can do this in any service. Okay. So, guys, you bought courses before and you got minimal results. You got coaching before, one-on-ones and all of that extra stuff, and still your money has not gone anywhere. One thing you haven't tried is to have a coach do it for you. That's the best way to go if you haven't gotten results before. This is how you can guarantee you'll actually get money. Okay, if you want to return, then you should have the coach do it for you. In the first pinned comment, you'll see how to sign up to the same thing I have the others doing. We have Keith, we have Shakeem now. Shakeem is at 18.5 per month, $18,000. Most of y'all don't even make that in a year. If you want that to change, text the number and we will set up a done for you campaign. That way you can guarantee that you get results. You can drop service, babysitting, pet sitting, hotels, freaking garage door installation services, and we got one of my favorite niches that a lot of people didn't know too much about was scuba diving certification classes.
Wow.
A lot of people didn't know that some of those classes like $2,000, $3,000 and stuff. And that's a niche where they don't really hear marketers like doing prospecting or reaching out or trying to rank for or nothing like that. So when you find niches like that, guys, it's a blue ocean. For example, I'm out here in Panama right now, easily making waves with something you guys are fighting over scraps for. Like, no, real talk. Like, we literally just met with the head of AI. She's from the United States, but she's out here doing stuff. And one of the people that we're renting with, he heard what we do and was like, oh, you got to meet this lady. And to our surprise, this is a lady that's been speaking AI on big stages and all of that stuff. And she wants us to help her break the communication barriers using AI out here in this entire country. We're talking about $1 billion opportunities. And don't forget, we already have Panama list going. So my point is, it's a crap load of niches, but not just a crap load of niches. You can take these same niches and you can go into countries that aren't being serviced, have high demand, but they have low supply. For example, you, Shakeem, out here, man, like, dude, you'll make a freaking killing instantly, because, dude, like, we moved a couple times. And guess who you got to call to move? Just random people, like literally, I'm telling you, the infrastructure, this is not a dirt road or it's not like a jungle or nothing. They got internet, they got civilization and all of that, but it's still behind when it comes to a lot of online stuff and a lot of conveniences that we're used to and all of that extra stuff. So it's a moving company, but I think it's in like Panama City. And I'm like further towards the mountains, still by the beach, but towards the mountains. So a moving company out here, something as competitive as a moving company, somebody in the States would say, oh man, there's a million moving companies. You don't want to do that. You would be the only moving company.
Oh yeah.
Immediate success, because there's a lot of us that move and we can't call nobody, but we be flagging down people in the street that we see got trucks. And like, hey, available on Saturday,
Okay, yeah, I see. That's an opportunity right there.
Super opportunity. Y'all better start looking abroad, man. So I know you are. I know you are.
For sure. It's like
this to you. I know he's not the type of dude that just hears something and don't investigate. So I already know in the next couple months he probably gonna be out the country doing something or at least exploring it. But anyway.
Yeah, that's the goal. Because like once you know this skill, it just opens your eyes up to so many things. My sister had had a mobile mechanic come and do her brakes. And she was like, he was great. Like he did my brakes in like 20 minutes, in and out, and everything was perfect. And I was like, really? I had him do my brakes, and I was like, look, I'm gonna send you some more customers. And I put up a few posts on a couple platforms, and I've been sending him customers ever since.
That's where it's at. See, that's where it's at. That's where it's at, man. And listen, if you decide to do this internationally, start with Spanish-speaking countries and like Southeast Asian countries and stuff like that. Like kind of say from the European countries, those are just another clone of America. Pretty much. So if you want to be able to like go to a place and plant your flag without any friction, I would stay with the Spanish speaking countries and stuff. Maybe even African countries. I haven't really like did nothing over there yet, but it might be opportunity. But kind of steer clear. I mean, you do what you want, but from my experience, the European countries, they pretty much take care of themselves, meaning whatever America does, they do. So if America is competitive, the UK is going to be competitive, Canada, all of those type of countries are going to be competitive, even France and all of them. And I wouldn't even mess with any of them for real.
Okay.
Yeah. But go ahead and continue. Tell us your goals for the next like year, like 2026.
So my goals for the next year is pretty much to, like I said, expand in one more main industry that will give me a lot of reoccurring services. Like you set it up once and that customer just needs your service is ongoing. So I'm going to add a different industry, and then from there, I want to completely automate it to where I can step away from it. And I know me and you had a talk about that. So yeah, that's my main focus, to set up the systems and get everything automated.
Okay. All right. Can I make a suggestion?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Since we're talking about international, right? One thing I started paying attention to around 2022 is platforms. I noticed a pattern. The billionaires of today are not the same as the billionaires of old. The billionaires of today are from platforms.
Yeah.
If you go and you look at, I'll say 95% of the billionaires of today, that not the real old billionaires. I'm talking about like anybody in the like last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Most of those billionaires are platform owners. I'm talking about like the ultra billionaires.
Yeah.
You know, and that's platform. So with the internet, that already creates leverage. But then with a platform, it creates an ecosystem. It's completely leveraged. For example, we'll use Facebook. It's built by the users.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the damn name? Mark Zuckerberg. He does not have to do what we would normally do on a regular website. Like we have to go and write our articles and you know, get them indexed, and so that they can rank and all of that. And you're just constantly paying people to do content for your website and ranking and all of that. You know, with a platform, you don't have to do that. Your users create the content.
Yes.
So you create a place where people have commonalities and want to, you know, vent their viewpoints on stuff. They create all the content for you. And then also, by them doing that, it attracts more people. So they become your affiliates to do the promotion for your platform. And then when you have a certain amount of users on a platform, you simply monetize using advertisements.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So platforms, assets plus people, assets plus people. That is the $1 billion like pattern that I've been noticing. So now this is why I'm building Panamalists. So the reason I'm bringing this up is, let's say you got your moving company. I wouldn't just focus on the US anymore, or I wouldn't just focus on a state anymore specifically, or I wouldn't hop around niche to niche. You have a winning formula now for the moving niche.
Mm-hmm.
I would simply just continue multiplying that city to city to city. But now, instead of you said that you didn't want to be too involved anymore, right?
Exactly.
I would create a moving platform, a moving directory. And right now you already have a lot of weight because you're in multiple cities. So those partners that you are currently using, simply have them put their listings and everything on the platforms in those areas. You're already generating leads. So now you're just doing lead arbitrage from those places that you're getting the leads and passing them through your own directory until your directory starts to rank on its own. You see what I'm saying? And those clients that you have already, or those partners that you already have, since they have listings on there, that's what they're going to promote from now on. When they're giving it to their customers, they're going to say, hey, you can find me on, you know, blah, blah, blah. So it's just automatic word of mouth marketing and promotion and stuff like that. So, and guess what else you can do with a platform that you can't do if you're just doing one-off sales with drop servicing?
What?
You can sell it.
Oh, like sell the whole platform.
You can sell it. You see what I'm saying? So I want us all, because I'm guilty. You understand? Like I'm guilty of being attracted by the first initial sale. I'm guilty of being attracted by certain chunks of money and stuff like that. But that's what keeps us mediocre, and that's what keeps us small. We have to play the long game in a platform. Being able to build a platform over a couple of years that you can sell for potentially billions of dollars, guys. Like, that's the end game right there. So, and also owning a platform, it will allow you to plug in what we were talking about before we started this call, to where you can completely remove yourself from it. Panamalists, I'm not going to be doing anything on Panamalists besides owning it. So I'll be making money as the owner, because every time a customer comes there and they purchase a product or a service from a vendor or a business, I get a cut from the transaction fees that happen on the platform. Also, when the business owners want to upgrade to premium, I'll get $29 a month, or 380 some or 60 something annually. You see what I'm saying? Yep. So I strongly suggest, since you're already winning, see this, I didn't have nobody to tell me this. Like I won at a lot of stuff, and then I'll go, all right, what's next to go conquer? Yeah. And 15 years later, I don't have anything cemented with my name on it. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm like I said, I'm just now getting into this platform game where it's like, oh snap, this is how the billionaires are made. Can I show you a website real quick?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, let's go to. I'm pretty sure I showed this site before on one of my videos. My damn P is not working right now. Here we go. Now, for some weird reason, like if you want it, they haven't updated, but if you want to know the more up to date, then you can just Google it and you should find other sites or something. But this is a site that when I started getting obsessed with assets, before I came out with the Asset Empire course or whatever, I used to visit this site and I still do sometimes. A lot of people, they measure how much they make per day, per month, per week or per year or something like that. This page is called Profit Per Second. And that's when it became very clear to me that I was playing a little boy's game.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Real talk. People bragging about being millionaires. Oh, I just got $1 million and all of that. Like, listen, how much profit are you making per second?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Now, if we go to, this is 2021, keep in mind. If we go to Apple, the number one company, per second, they're making people's check for the month.
That's crazy.
20. So how do you sit here and be stagnant or be content with what you're doing when there's a company out there that's making your entire month in a second? It makes you feel stupid for putting your shoes on and standing at the bus stop and going to clock in every day for a month when somebody, before I did that, they just made that. They made that. And guess what? If we look over here to the left, what is that? That is a platform, a technology platform.
Mm-hmm.
$109,000 per minute.
That's insane.
This is how I can't be stagnant, you know what I'm saying? Because you see it's $6.5 million per hour and $157,290,411 per damn day.
Man, that's motivational right there.
It's super motivation. Now, we can just stop looking at the money for a second now that we already set the tone. What I want y'all to pay attention to is that all of these, as you go down, all of these have the richest companies in the world are all platforms. They're not digging oil wells anymore or mining tunnels or freaking mountains or nothing no more. These are platform owners. So it's difficult to ignore that, you understand, and continue making penny candy money. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like if you find something that's working, something that has a high demand now, and you already mastered how to provide the supply for it, shoot, create a platform and let them all find each other. And that way you get a cut from every damn thing. You get a cut from the supply, you get a cut from the damn customer, and you get a cut from just being the owner of the platform.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So I want you to consider that. I know you already have your own plans and everything, but I want you to consider building a platform for your moving company because, like I said, within a year or two, it can be worth crazy multiples versus us just doing these jobs that we do. Like I caught up in this stuff for so long. And yes, at the beginning, you might see a down slope in income for a second. But the more users you start getting to your platform, the more transactions get on your platform, the more you'll be able to go talk to people. For example, I'm about to upload a video. I might put a clip of it on this at the beginning of this interview with the AI lady I was telling you about. Also some people that's interested in Panama's platform itself. Because you got to remember, they only have like 1 or 2 directories in this whole country. This is not like the US that has Yelp, Angie's List, Groupon, Thumbtack, and all of those millions of directories and stuff, Zillow and all that. They got like one main one, and it's called Encuentro 24. It's like one, and it's like trash. It looks like trash. This is not me trying to bash the country, but this is just an observation. So I'm like, it's going to be very easy because I'm not competing with Americans that know how to do what I know how to do.
Yep.
Plus, most of the Panamanians want to do business in America. Like most of my foreign students always ask me, David, how can I get American clients? So that means they're literally ignoring all of the demand in their own country.
Mm-hmm.
So that means no competition. No competition, man.
Yeah.
So please.
Blue Ocean, that's how you do it. Blue Ocean strategy.
Please do this for yourself, Shaquem, man.
For sure.
And start looking at some other countries. Make yourself a platform. If you want to know how to, like, you don't even have to know how to like build a platform. You don't have to know how to code or do any of that no more. Like this is literally the age of AI where you can just talk to it like you talk to Jarvis, or like Tony Stark talked to Jarvis. You know what I'm saying? And you can just tell it, hey, build me this. And this is a no code platform. I don't know why. There we go. All right. So like basically. Okay. So guys, you bought courses before and you got minimal results. You got coaching before, one-on-ones and all of that extra stuff, and still your money has not gone anywhere. One thing you haven't tried is to have a coach do it for you. That's the best way to go if you haven't gotten results before. This is how you can guarantee you'll actually get money. Okay, if you want to return, then you should have the coach do it for you. In the first pinned comment, you'll see how to sign up to the same thing I have the others doing. We have Keith, we have Shakeem now. Shakeem is at 18.5 per month, $18,000. Most of y'all don't even make that in a year. If you want that to change, text the number and we will set up a done for you campaign. That way you can guarantee that you get results. You'll just type in here, like I like to give it examples and stuff. So I went to go get Yelp, I went to go get Zillow, I went to go get all of the inspirations possible. And I told it to build me Animalist right here. And then I started adding other features that I felt those other directories didn't have. You know what I'm saying? But it built it for me. I didn't do it. Like it built it. You understand? Like I just spoke it into existence. You know what I'm saying? So you can get on Lovable and you can build a moving directory and you can transfer the business that you already have. That way it's organized a little bit more and you put it on your directory. And guess what? Then it'll start attracting other people. And that gives you way more authority when you have a directory, man. It just does. You know? Some of the bigger people start wanting to talk to you and all of that extra stuff, and your connects start being crazy as hell, you know. But anyway, I'm sorry I started rambling. I'm just excited for you because I know you do great stuff.
Yeah.
If you put a platform behind that, man, yeah.
I got some homework. I'm looking into this tonight.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, all right. I know we have ups and downs in businesses. Give me your worst month as far as income with the drop servicing since you've learned.
My worst month. Well, I think my worst month happened when I saw the season change within my industry. So once that season kind of changed, it was a dip. And I want to say that was like right after fall, like winter time. Yeah, that's when it happened. And that kind of showed me that, you know, having all my eggs in one basket that's seasonal isn't necessarily the best way to do it. So then I started opening up like different things to keep me afloat during that time. So I want to say that might have been like December.
Okay. How much did you make that month? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but it was definitely less than 3,000.
Okay, cool. Some of y'all still like, shoot, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But okay. Yeah. And that's another thing, guys. You know, we love the party buzz niche. You know what I'm saying? Before like I lost my privileges, we used to teach the private jet charter niche. You know what I'm saying? Some regulation stuff started happening, and anyway, but we like the party buzz niche, but it's a luxury service, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you have to remember. It's a luxury service. So it's definitely going to have like highs and lows and all of that. But one niche where it's not like you just have window shoppers and stuff is moving. Is always going to be a need for movers. It's as old as real estate itself. Yeah. It is, literally, you know. So like a lot of people say, oh, the real estate market is down. But the moving industry doesn't change because like even when you're not buying a house, that don't mean you're not getting kicked out of one.
True. Exactly.
You know, so like that's a solid I want to say as safe as you can get niche right there. Yeah. You know, so it just makes sense for you to multiply that, man. For real. If I was you, I just multiply the system that you got now, add a little bit of AI so you won't feel stressed as you grow into the other cities and stuff. And add that to a platform. Yeah, for sure.
It makes sense. I mean, it's working, so just rinse and repeat.
Speaking of working, let's get to it. What is the highest month of earnings you've had since you started drop servicing?
So that's funny because my highest month is actually it was actually last month of November. I hit 18.5. Yeah, that was my highest month, and that's why I had to contact you just to be like, hey, look, man, that stuff you taught me is paying off. I'm still doing it. I know I've been kind of quiet, but I'm still doing it, getting everything together, and we pulled in close to 20 grand last month.
That was the best out of nowhere notification I got in a long time. I ain't gonna lie. I was like wondering where you went, man. Like, but when he sent me that screenshot, you know what I'm saying? and sent me the inside the CRM and everything like that. I was like, that's where it's at, because you don't know. There's no way for me to know. You know, I know I'm public, but in real life, I don't talk to a lot of people. Like in real life, I don't have a lot of people on speed dial and all of that. So I talk to you. That's why I talk so much on these calls. Because you know, so like when he messaged out of nowhere. Okay. So guys, you bought courses before and you got minimal results. You got coaching before, one-on-ones and all of that extra stuff, and still your money has not gone anywhere. One thing you haven't tried is to have a coach do it for you. That's the best way to go if you haven't gotten results before. This is how you can guarantee you'll actually get money. Okay, if you want to return, then you should have the coach do it for you. In the first pinned comment, you'll see how to sign up to the same thing I have the others doing. We have Keith, we have Shakeem now. Shakeem is at 18.5 per month, $18,000. Most of y'all don't even make that in a year. If you want that to change, text the number and we will set up a done for you campaign. That way you can guarantee that you get results. Nowhere, like I ain't talked to him in a long time, y'all. And
Yeah.
for it to be good news, I was so grateful.
Great news, yeah.
You just don't know how a person's life is going if you haven't talked to them. And yeah, so 18.5, that is straight up lunacy. That's awesome.
And it's getting better because word of mouth is starting to kick in. So people are hitting me up every day like, hey, you moved my auntie in last month and she referred me to you.
Yeah.
And then I'm having office buildings hit me up like, hey, I saw you on this platform. We need you to move our whole office from here to here. And
that's what I was talking about before the call. They saw you on the platform. So like if you use, I'm trying to see, should I put this on here? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it. If use Go Login. Those platforms make a whole bunch of accounts. Even if you're not getting sales, it's kind of like getting free commercials because people start just seeing you so much. Like Coca-Cola doesn't have a way for you to opt in or become a lead, but they know that when you go into the store, when you're thirsty, it's just gonna subconsciously be there because you saw so many commercials and advertisements and banners and bus banners and all of that extra stuff. So even if you're not getting on those platforms for leads per se, you're gonna get a lot of leads. But even if you weren't, it'll be free, almost like free promotion, a whole bunch of free promotion. You'll become known in the cities that you're doing work in. So use Go Login to make a whole bunch of those damn accounts, man.
For sure. I'm on it.
Okay, man. So is it anything you wanted to say before you ride off into the sunset to anybody that's looking to start a business?
I just want to say, especially if you're within this community, it definitely works. Trust the process, and don't be scared to invest because I noticed during my class when I first joined, some people that weren't successful, I noticed they never made a post or they never ever posted to any platform, and I'm like, yo, just even if you got to pay for a lead, just pay for it. The lead can be $20, but the job is going to bring you back hundreds. I'll do that every day.
Yeah, I was finna get off the damn call. See, there you go. You just open a can of worms right there. Look, I'm happy somebody that's not me said it, because I'll have people say, yo, man, you had all these free methods, you know what I'm saying, in some of your videos and stuff like that. And I say, yeah, I do. But guess what? Those free methods require time investment. You're going to invest something. This is real business. This is not no get rich play game bull crap that you just meet on YouTube. This is real actual business. And there's no real actual business that you can start without investing either time, money, or both, guys. Yeah. So you have to start looking at the possibility of return more than just the initial investment. Look at like what can come of it. Could I get $1,000, $2,000 job off of this lead? Oh, hell, well, I'll pay $100 for that lead, $200 for that lead. You got to be hungry like that, but I got people telling me, like right now I'm doing some done for you campaigns because I noticed, like you said, most people, they'll get in there and since they haven't had success with anything, they just won't even do it. So I started this done for you situation, but it's very difficult for me to be great because I'm like, some of the people, I'm not going to name any names or anything. And I can't control their financial situation, so I'm not judging anybody. All right. So if you hear this, I'm not talking bad about you or nothing. I'm just in context of the conversation. They don't want to advertise with more than $5 a day. So I'm like, I've done that before, but are we trying to make the exception the rule? Like most leads that come in are going to be, even one lead might be more than that, especially if it's in the US. So it's like, you telling me not to go past $5 a day, but you'll be mad if, hey, where the results at? Where I keep having to stop the ad. It goes past $5 a day. Like, what you want me to, do? So, it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating, but I don't blame anybody. I don't blame anybody. I just want more people to become educated and understand that the return to focus on. Like, if everybody paid attention to the investment, nobody would go any freaking where. No athlete, because the athlete gets the return on investment. They start off with busted shoes on the track when they running and sprinting and all of that stuff. They start off with almost deflated basketballs on the court playing with their homies, practicing hours a day and stuff before they become these people that you know. Like, they have to see it before it happens and be willing to go through the growing pains. So as adults, and it's a shame I have to say it, but as adults, it should be common sense that we're going to have to go through growing pains. We're going to have to invest. You know, we can't be afraid. We can't be afraid. And that's how we stay low. They know the rich people, they know that we're afraid to do the stuff that they're willing to do.
Yep.
That's why it's different classes. The classes aren't just defined by racism. It's defined by like courage. People that are willing to risk. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we ain't gonna turn this into a preaching session. You know what I'm saying? Happy to talk to you today, man. And I'm going to extend an invite soon when you can get away. I definitely would, you know, I'm thinking about doing that here, the moving situation.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so who would be better to do that with than you? So I'm going to see what I can do around here and lay the foundation and have you come out here whenever you're ready. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll be super freaking awesome. So y'all pay attention, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pay attention. He going, like, he already places right now.
Yeah.
I say about 6 more months, he'll be calling me from somewhere with some platform. I already know. Watch.
Leave it. Yes, sir.
All right, man. I ain't going to keep you on here no longer. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Peace.
I appreciate you, too.